Hi, Deborah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and I'm already trying to see what your shirt says.
Start later.
That's awesome.
All right. So first of all, I want to say congratulations for the series because it is amazing, and I can't wait to see how it will end tomorrow. So first of all, the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi has been beloved by the fans since the beginning of the franchise. What were the most important aspects of the character that you wanted to explore in this series?
I think with this series, the biggest thing we were trying to do was have it feel very much a character-driven series. And so, for us, the starting point was really looking at the character and looking at everything that happened before and his history and sort of, the relationships that were important to him. And, coming out of Revenge of the Sith, obviously, so much happened at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and it was so intense that he's carrying a lot of weight coming into the series. So for us, really, we're obviously telling the middle part of his story. Is that really we're just trying to, figure out where would he naturally go from what happened at the end of Revenge of the Sith?
Hmm. And what were the main challenges during the production of this series?
I think the biggest challenge, honestly, is always going to be the fact that we're trying to tell a story that is between two trilogies, and that we're obviously trying to line up with canon and respect the canon, but at the same time tell a new story. So that's always been the biggest challenge. But at the same time, it's also incredibly exciting to get to tell a new story with these two huge iconic characters.
And was it daunting to actually to go ahead with this kind of challenge to to tackle those iconic characters?
Yeah, you certainly feel the responsibility. You certainly feel the pressure of it. So it was something that, was very much on our minds. And really for us, I think the only way we could sort of look at it was just to kind of focus on the story and the character and trying to go like, does this feel honest to this character? Does it feel like it's organic and natural to him?
No, that's fine. That's cool. No, the response of the fan has been very positive so far. Which part of this series would you say you're the most proudest of?
I think I definitely like the second half of the series gets very exciting, because you're starting to bring the story in, which is always exciting to get to
Hmm.
bring it all together. And for me, I think the scenes like anything that brings Vader and Obi-Wan together, there's just it's just incredible to get to direct those, and so those were definitely some of the most fun moments to direct.
And one of the biggest surprise of the series was the implication of the characters of Leia, which was taken completely out of all previews and everything before. How did you manage to keep that a secret? Because she's like she has a huge part in the series.
Yeah, I mean, it was something we definitely worked very hard on trying to keep secret. So, I'm very grateful actually that it didn't get out in any sort of real way. And it was for a number of reasons, but one's just so that, it's a story. I think, when I watch things, you do want to be surprised. You want to have some things that you weren't expecting. And then also I think for Vivian, just to sort of make sure that she didn't have to, kind of go out too publicly too soon.
Oh, she was incredible in the series. I was completely blown away by her performance. So, if you could do another series in the Star Wars universe about one specific character, which one would you choose?
Honestly, at this point, I'm just looking for a vacation. I can't get my headspace to go into another corner of the galaxy quite yet. Yeah, I've been working on this one for 3 years, so I'm really just need kind of a moment off for a second before I go there.
So, yeah, of course, you went through the whole pandemic during the productions. How did it affected the production of Obi-Wan?
It definitely affected it, and I've never obviously, and none of us have tried to shoot something, especially something this ambitious and this big, through a global pandemic. So it was tricky, like for much of our prep, we had to be remote. We were on Zoom, and that's a really weird way, to prep for something where you're not even in person. And so many keys I hadn't even met in person until we literally started shooting. So it was challenging. It was definitely difficult.
Hmm. So, now that you've seen how the people have reacted to it, what are your personal, what can I say? How did you feel about how did you feel about the whole response that the series have produced?
The whole project, it's been a pretty amazing experience, and I think Star Wars fans are so passionate, so it's very gratifying, and especially I think these characters, particularly like Anakin and Obi-Wan, you know, people feel like they know these characters and they are these characters. So I think the thing that I'm the most grateful for is that so much of the audience seems to be responding that these are their characters still.
Great. So thank you very much for taking the time to answer my question, and I can't wait to see how it will end tomorrow.
Thank you so much. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you. You too.